Hey, how you doing? This is Craig Beck from stopdrinkingexpert.com, the website that has helped hundreds of thousands of people to quit drinking without silly gimmicks, without expensive rehab, without embarrassing group meetings, without dangerous medication. It just works. And you can prove that for yourself. Go to Trustpilot, type in Stop Drinking Expert. You will see thousands of 5-star reviews. Go to Proven Expert, you'll see the same. Go to reviews.io, you will see the same. Go anywhere you want. You can prove that this works. That's why it's so popular. That's why it's changed so many lives. So if you're worried about your drinking, if you haven't yet started the course, then do it. Do yourself a favor and stop this drug in its tracks. Because let me tell you one thing for certain. This drug, and it is a drug, has one goal, and that is to kill you, to put you in your grave, to destroy your family. That is what it wants to do. That is its only goal. And it will continue in this mission as long as you continue inviting it into your life. So stop putting it off and do the webinar, because that's the only way you can get onto the program. You can't go to my website and click join now and get started, because it doesn't work like that. I don't want people to be able to easily join my program. You might think that sounds strange. Why would I not want people to join? Because I only want to work with people who are 100% committed to what they're doing. So if you're willing to sit through a webinar and wait till the end, and I'll give you an invitation to join the course then I know that you're willing to put the time and effort in, and I want to work with you. I want to help you. But I don't want to work with people who made a split decision because they feel terrible, or they did something awful last night and they decided, oh, I've got to do something, because those people generally fail. And I don't want it to damage the integrity of the course. I don't want it to damage the success rate of the course. So I only want to work with committed individuals. That's the important thing. So if you want to do the course, do the webinar, stopdrinkingexpert.com. In this video, I want to talk about the refund policy, because in the webinar, I will explain to you that the whole course is backed by my 100% money back guarantee. I give you a cast iron guarantee. But here is the deal, right? And this is really important. The guarantee is not there to placate the evil clown that lives in your head. So if you sign up for the course, wake up the next morning and the evil clown is going, get rid of that course. Get rid of that course. We're not doing that. You're all right. You're not a problem drinker. You can probably just moderate. Get rid of that course. Get your money back. You're not covered. The refund policy is not there for buyer's remorse or drinker's remorse. It's there for people who've at least given it their all. All right? So occasionally I get an email from someone saying, I've changed my mind. I don't want to do the course. Can you give me my money back? And I say to them this: stop it. Stop listening to that evil clown in your head, because you're at a Y junction in your life right now. You've arrived. You've passed the event horizon, right? You've gone through the valve. There is no way back, despite what that voice is telling you in your head. There is no way now for you to go back to social drinker. There's no way for you to go back to that time in your life when you could take or leave alcohol. You have passed the event horizon, and you are at a Y junction in your life. And if you go left, you will continue as you have been doing, except what we know to be true is your drinking will get worse. The spiral is downward, not upward. Your drinking will continue to get worse. It is inevitable, because your body is becoming resistant to alcohol. It's trying to protect you by getting used to the quantity you're drinking. And so if you think about this logically, the amount you now need to drink to get that buzz, to get that euphoria, is probably somewhere between 3 or 4 times what you used to drink 5 years ago. If you think that's not going to continue, you're deluding yourself. If it takes you half a bottle of whiskey now to get that buzz, in 5 years' time, you will be on a full bottle of whiskey. And if you're drinking a full bottle of whiskey a day, you're pretty much dead. You're just waiting for the coffin. So that's the choice here. You can listen to that voice that's saying, oh, I shouldn't have signed up for the course. It's too expensive. I'm not a problem drinker. If you're asking for a refund at that point, I'm here to encourage you to stop being a victim and commit, because going left in the Y junction at this point is going to lead to devastation in your family. If you've got kids, they're going to bury you. They're going to put you in the ground. And that was one of the motivating factors for me. When I started to get really ill because of my drinking, when I started to be, seeing consultants at the liver department at the local hospital, I used to go home and cry myself to sleep, not because of myself, not because I was like, oh, poor me, I'm going to die. I just thought, what sort of person are you, Craig? That because you can't stop drinking, you're going to torture your children. You're going to force your children to stand by your graveside while they lower your dead body into the ground. What sort of monster are you? And that really cut me deep back then. It was one of the motivating factors. So, look, we know where that route takes you. You go left in this Y junction, we know what's going to happen to you. It is inevitable. It's as sure as night following day, all right? You take the other path. You commit. You do the course with passion. You do everything that I tell you to do. And you will be one of the success stories. Look, people who are listening to that voice in their head of the evil clown, that you can tell that's what they're doing because of their language, because of their choice of words. Nobody's ever honest when they're listening to that voice. Problem drinkers are liars. We are liars when this stuff is in our life. Nobody in 13 years has ever emailed me and said, Craig, I signed up for the course, but I've had to think about it and I've decided I just want to carry on drinking because that feels like the most comfortable thing to do. I know the course works for everyone else, but I've chosen just not to do it and to carry on drinking. Can I have a refund? Nobody's ever said that, but that's the truth of it. Now, I get plenty of people saying, your course doesn't work. Your course didn't work for me. Can I have a refund? Look, you can prove the course works. Go to Trustpilot. It's 5-star rated. It's ranked excellent. The course works. So when you say to me, it didn't work, all I hear is, I didn't do it. I didn't commit. I didn't really give it my all. So this is not about money. This is not about me trying to hang on to your money. This is me trying to save your life. Because if you do the course, you will stop drinking. And by do the course, I mean do everything that I tell you. If you take one thing out, if you remove one thing from the course because you can't be bothered or you don't think it'll work, I don't know if the course will work. But if you do everything that I tell you, you'll stop drinking. But more than that, you'll fall in love with being sober. Your life will become so good that you'll look at it and you'll think, why would I ever want to go back? Everything will get better. Your health, your energy levels, your relationships, your career, everything will get better. And not just a little bit better. I'm talking about quantities of scale better. When I was at the peak of my drinking, I was very, very poorly. I was very, very broke. I was in a career that I hated that was going nowhere. My relationship had been dead for years. My ex-wife and I had been in separate bedrooms for 3 years. I was miserable. I was unhappy. And I was a failure. And then I stopped drinking and everything got better. Everything. So that's the gift of this course. And I don't want you to screw it up by listening to that voice in your head, because I know where it comes from and it's not a good place. This is not a good thing. This is your rogue tenant. You've invited him or her to live in your head rent-free and they are not good people. Do not listen to that voice. Listen to the intuition that brought you to me in the first place. Commit. Do the course. If you get to the end of the course and you're still drinking and you did everything that I told you to, then reach out to me. Email me, message me, say, Craig, I need some help. And I'll help you. I want you to get to that point of sobriety. That's my goal. That's why I'm doing this. And after all that, okay, if you've done the course, I've tried to help you, and you still can't nail this, you're still drinking, then I'll give you your money back. Because it's not for everyone. It's not going to work for everyone. The success rate is not going to be 100%. But I want you at least to give it a chance. That's all I ask. If you at least give it your all, you give it a chance to work, then fine. If you're still drinking at the end of all that, I'll refund your money in a heartbeat, in a second, no debate. But please, don't make the wrong decision, and don't live under the assumption that you have a choice about this anymore. If you think you can go back to the days when you could look at an alcoholic drink and say, take it or leave it, you are deluding yourself. You have crossed the valve. It may appear that you can go back, but you can't. It's too late for that. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. So stop telling yourself that you actually have a choice. You don't. The only choice remaining now is to go forward and take the left road or the right road. Take the right road. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode of the Happy Sober Podcast.